What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. We are on stream number 42, the Christmas Eve stream. All right. Shout out to everybody who stopped by yesterday. We're going to be doing some painting again today, working on this bad boy still. Reacting to some videos and, just kind of doing the normal thing. And then I swear, actually, I don't swear, but I'm going to try to do a POE stream because I keep saying that and then I don't do it because the quality is just too shitty and I'm kind of stalling until I get this capture card on Friday. But I really want to do it. So I'm going to stream straight from the Xbox again later after this stream. But until then, we're going to just watch some videos together, enjoy some live painting, and me rambling about absolutely useless information. If that sounds good to you, then you're in the right place. Somehow, I don't even understand this, but not yesterday's stream, but the stream before that, I'm looking at it right now. Stream 40, we had 44 views. Yesterday we had 16, which honestly is a record too. Or no, we did do 31 on number 24. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what made that happen. But I'm just gonna ramble through a few things first before we start actually, since you know, there might be new people who don't know anything about, the stream. Number one, I sound funny because I have no teeth, and I will be getting teeth hopefully pretty soon. Number two, uh I'm just an artist trying to paint and I don't know, just make people happy. Um, really trying to get to 50 subs. That's the ultimate goal. So I can start becoming a Twitch partner or affiliate. Um, but we're slowly getting there. I mean, I'm happy with 18 that we have right now. That's freaking nuts. And the core group of people that stop by, especially um the big guy 19,999 and random Anwar. My daughter, she stops by now sometimes. So hopefully we'll get a couple more followers this stream, or if we don't, that's cool too. But just wanted to throw all that out there. Let's do a YouTube roulette. Whoops. All right, what do we got? Do I want to go political? No. I'll hit it one more time. Oh, that's weird. Wow, it really wants me to. What a weird. Oh, what's that?
Audio is just as important as visuals. Don't.
Oh. Ah, this is actually kind of interesting. I used to be really into home theater stuff, so I actually kind of want to see what this is about.
Believe me? Well, here's some 480p footage with great audio.
Shout out to Linus Tech Tip. I will put the link in the description, like I said I was going to do about the video from yesterday, so I'm going to do all that at once later today.
And here is some crisp 4K with bad audio.
Oh.
That is why so many of you invest in upgrading your TV's speakers. But here's the thing, thousands of you every month are doing it wrong. When we looked at the Bose TV speaker a couple of years ago, we concluded that it was okay, but also that if you have this kind of money to spend, you can do much better.
Yeah.
How much better? How about a dedicated AV receiver? How about 6-channel Dolby audio? How about all of that for less than the price of one of these? Don't believe me? Just watch. Step 1 is to rip out my bougie sound system.
Damn. Bougie. My daughter
Step
says that
2,
all the time.
plug in the Bose TV speaker for a before test.
Hey, I'm still a part of the family, Madrigal.
Is he crying?
I'm fine. I'm totally.
Just like this soundbar.
Fine.
Not a lot of bass, but what do you expect? It's fine.
Yep.
Step 3 is to hit up the local Facebook marketplace, where we found a total of 3 solutions that we think have a solid crack at beating our Bose. And look at this.
Wrong.
We also found this segue.
I swear to
To our
God,
sponsor.
I'm mixing paint.
FlexiSpot. Their Black Friday sale is on right now, and you can take an additional $50 off their E7 Plus standing desk and their C7 series of ergo chairs just by using our links and coupon code in the video description. Marketplace solution number 1 is the Sony HT-SF2300.
Oh, shit.
It may be a lowly home theater in a box kit, but it includes a dedicated, only semi-proprietary receiver that's going to
that
unlock
is
a
kinda
lot of
dark,
options
huh?
for us. These non-standard speaker connectors will be a minor thorn in our side later, as will the HDMI 1.2 connector, when we need to grab a separate remote in order to change TV inputs or adjust volume. But for the better quality, I think the trade-off is going to be worth it compared to our TV speaker. We'll be hooking
like
this
I'm,
up
like,
using the same
descending from
optical
the
link that we
fucking-
used for the
from
Bose
heaven.
TV speaker. Originally, we had hoped to find a receiver that would handle video switching for us as well, but it turns out that even the worst ones that will handle 4K would have immediately blown our budget. Man, Toslink was so cool. The data rate started low and stayed low, so it can only do 5.1, but it's not susceptible to any kind of interference, which is pretty cool. Now comes the part where we actually set everything up. Ah yes, how not tedious.
Thankfully, he included the cables for those proprietary
Okay.
clips.
Nice. You might have
Okay.
noticed, by the way, that we cheated and totally did not take my gear out of here. Yeah,
That's
with
where we're
it.
ending that.
we're needing to get a little bit creative about speaker positioning here, but that's one of the drawbacks of a setup like this. By the way, this kit originally came out in July of 2007 and was around $500 back then, or $750 adjusting for inflation.
Thankfully, we only paid 40 Canadian rubles for this.
Wow, that's a great value. I have high hopes. I mean, it even includes the stands.
Do they really call it rubles?
And they're height adjustable. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A convenient thing about these kits is they typically come with all the cables you need, though I suspect
looks
in
so
this
much
case
darker.
you'll probably want to cut it a little short. Like, how far back are they expecting you to put this thing?
What the-
But one thing that was missing from our kit, even though it came with it originally, is a calibration microphone.
The good news is it should work with any omnidirectional mic, so we brought one from the office to give it a test.
Oh.
I do not like this guy.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay.
We might have to just manually measure everything.
Okay, we'll give that a try. I thought I'd try.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you put batteries in the
Oh.
remote?
No, sir.
Oh, wow. These expire in 2014.
They're aged.
Like fine battery wine. Obviously, we could have spent a little bit more time on cable management, but in terms of just getting everything connected and powering the thing on, that was only about 5 minutes.
Fine, I'm not fine. Can't move the mountain.
I can already immediately notice the room being more full than the Bose soundbar.
Well,
Li-
yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's only so much that you can do with computational bouncy nonsense. Having dedicated speakers, especially if you're going for an older or a more basic setup that is not going to be as modern, there's just no substitute for it.
yeah.
This is immediately more immersive.
What I didn't expect it that easy.
$40. Yeah. Now, I do think that there's probably some things we could tune. Whoever was using this before had their subwoofer at -5, their surrounds at +5. So I think they just really wanted to hear a lot of surround. So I just need to find a factory reset. Clearing.
It takes
Nice.
about 30 seconds to clear it.
Cleared.
That was a very fast 30 seconds.
Yep, that's what she said. Stop your rolling.
Now I hear that twice.
A little bit of manual setup in terms of making sure it's configured to the right setting, but all right.
Should we try listening again?
Yes. Okay. We should probably set the distances for the speakers, though. Remember
Yeah,
the
I used to
factory
do
reset
that
it?
all the time.
We need a measuring tape. Okay. Oh, dude, is this tape measure not long enough? Oh, I think I broke it. No, I'm good. I'll be right back.
It's only a 6-foot tape measure because he's only
Now he's
5'2".
gonna
It
design
doesn't
his own.
matter.
Oh, look at that, 10 feet, 8 inches. I think this bad boy's configured. Okay, you ready?
Let's watch a movie.
I'm actually very ready. I'm kind of excited.
Wow.
Dude, it crushes.
For $40, it destroys it.
This is what, 1/5 the price?
Yeah, well, it's 40 Canadian, right? So
That's crazy. That's like $30 US.
Damn.
It's not amazing.
no.
The bass in particular, kind of lacking. But what it is amazing for the price.
Yeah.
At a fraction of the cost of the Bose,
Yeah.
it is multiple times.
I don't know. If I see them saying like how surprisingly good it is, I would trust them because all they do is criticize even like the stupidest small things that you would never think of because they're used to it. They have to. They hear the differences between all these different products, but like I feel like any of us normal people out there, consumers, would have a tough time distinguishing without them switching back and forth. But I had a system like that at one point, and I loved like switching around and messing with all the settings and stuff. I'm a weirdo.
Times better in every possible way. And we haven't even touched on one of the biggest advantages. That's modularity. While our ancient optical connection prevents us from hooking up additional surrounds, a second sub, or height channels, the jump from stereo or an inexpensive soundbar to a dedicated 5.1 setup is way more noticeable than the jump from 5.1 to, say, 7.1. And, coming back to modularity, nothing prevents us from taking those few channels that we do support and swapping out our speakers for something better. That is, as long as everything is rated for the same impedance. More on that later. First, let's give it a try by swapping out our left and right channels for these Philips FWB MC50s. Just a quick snip job, a little strip, a little twist, making sure to match up the black striped cable with our black cable, and finish it off with whatever fastener suits your purposes. Yes, I know Morettes suck, I don't care, it's fine for what we're doing. Once again, we'd obviously do this a little differently in a final install,
You know
but
what?
the point is just to evaluate the sound quality. And we're not accounting for these stands in our budget.
You know what? I'm gonna pause this. We might come back to this video, but I kind of want to just listen to some like Christmas um things. Why does it always have to show the entire history? I love it. I love it. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Um, I want like copyright free music, beats. You know what? Fuck it. Lo-fi. Um, music, beat, no copy. Right. Drop it. Oh, oh yeah. Oh. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oil. Drop it. Heat drop. I wonder if you can listen to instrumentals. Probably not. That's copyrighted too. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Woo! Here, let's throw something in the chat for everybody. Lyric, Xmas Eve, y'all. Woo! I have no idea if anybody's watching me. Oh, I have no idea. Open it up. Oh, woo! Oh shit. Oh, oh. Woo! Oh, wait, what? Oh, oh, oh. Who's that? It's me. What's going on my channel? How many people are watching me? One person. I'm joking. Of course, it's only one person. Why would it be more than that? That's stupid. 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 You're fucking. That's stupid. You know what? Let's do this followers only thing. Man, we're so close. Alright, I probably have to stop the music now because I'm probably gonna get muted or some shit, even though it's no copyright. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let me do lazy. I need a coffee. I also need a long break. Hold on. You know what? I will be right back. I might go make a coffee. Nobody's watching right now anyway, so we'll leave it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Alright. Oh my god, stop doing that. All right. Let me type it in the I gotta make a new title card thing that says like "Be right back" or something, or like "Long hit time." No, I'll probably get banned for that. Okay. BRB coffee and P hits. I shall be back. Oh. All right, we are back, baby. Had to take a little break there. Ooh, got some coffee. We got caffeine, we got nicotine, we got THC, CBD, CBG, CBC, XYZ, and LMFAO. I think it's the last one. Oh my god, I'm gonna break these headphones by accident. I think I'm perfectly balanced out now. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. Roulette. I gotta put that in the fucking description. I keep forgetting that. Painting and YouTube roulette. I think that's how you spell roulette. I'm not exactly sure. It is today. Man, since I searched that music, that's like the only thing that keeps coming up now. Let's go to gaming, maybe? Worst Christmas ever? Damn. Let's see what RGT
Christmas
has to
is
say.
nearly here, folks. A holiday revolving around a fat white guy with a bushy white beard who lives at the North Pole, who's been watching you all year long and has to decide whether or not you've been a good boy or girl
It sounds
in
like
order
they
to
have
receive
beef.
his bountiful blessings of various gifts.
Sounds like you
Oh
got
yeah, there's
worked
also
up.
the Jesus portion of that too, but I mean, let's be real, we've really
Uh,
forgotten about that side of things. But Christmas time, especially growing up, is a magical time for children because you get new gifts, you get toys and stuff like that. And I think the 90s really encapsulated this sort of mentality because it was a
obviously.
prime time to get new video games or even video game systems. And growing up, some of my fondest Christmas memories and most vivid Christmas memories revolve video games. So I thought it would be fun to talk about these stories, and I've talked about these stories in separate videos, but never all together and really given all the sort of context to them as well. So consider this a bit of a Christmas special, I guess, or something like that.
Oh, he's a
But
Christmas
in order
special
to
inside a Christmas
understand my
special.
love of video games, we have to go way back. We got to go way, way back to
Way
the first
back.
time
Well, let me take
I
you
ever
way
saw
back,
a video game. It was over at my uncle's house. He had just gotten a Nintendo Entertainment System with Super Mario Brothers, and I was absolutely mesmerized by this. You know, I'd never seen anything like this. I was probably 3-4 years old, somewhere around there. Just absolutely mind-blowing stuff. I could not comprehend how great this was. And there were many fun nights playing video games over at my uncle's house on the Nintendo Entertainment System. But
Oh,
then
fuck, that's on there.
he upgraded. In 1991, he got a Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog, the
That's
original.
what I had.
And once again, mind was blown.
How
Look
old
at
is
these
he?
graphics. Look at the speed. Look at the music.
Hold on. How old is he? I assumed he was like the same age as me, 85. I'm assuming he was born in 85. I was born in 88. Oh, damn. But his uncle had one. Or I guess that makes sense. I got one for Christmas when I was little, a Sega Genesis. Alright, sorry. I just got paint all over myself. This mouse, this poor little mouse.
Music. Your old system couldn't do this. This is absolutely amazing. But young RGT sat there watching the greatness of the Sega Genesis, realizing he did not have video games of his own. You know, money was tight growing up. Parents weren't running out there to buy new hardware or anything like that, or hardware in general. So little RGT was very sad whenever he would leave his uncle's house because, hey, now you don't get to play video games for a while. And then there was Christmas morning of 1991 over at my grandparents' house, a tradition that still exists to this day. The gifts were given, everyone was happy with holiday spirit, And when it was all said
Damn,
and
dude,
done, it
your
was a good
grandparents are
Christmas
still
haul for
alive?
RGT. Couple toys here and there, some clothes, of course,
He's got to
but
be
no
way
video
younger than me.
games.
What the
And
hell?
maybe it was a little bit of a disappointment. Maybe
His
it was a little
grandma's
bit
like
of a
100
letdown
fucking.
for RGT.
Anyway,
But then, alas, my uncle said, wait a minute, there's another gift behind the couch. And I'll never forget this. He reached behind the couch, and in a plastic bag, it was like a white plastic bag, there it was. His old NES and his library of video games. A gift to me.
oh, that's
To
sick.
me. My first video game console that I had in my own home. And I was ecstatic for this. I was over the moon because now I had Super Mario Brothers. So many late nights of
Yeah, kids are so different nowadays. Like, it's so crazy. They can get like an Xbox and like that's just one part of their, I don't know. It's like just one little part of their gift or something. When it was like my entire gift in like one game. That's what I think like kids nowadays fail to realize is like that we didn't have like a library of games usually, or we like it took a long time to build up a library of games. So like when a system came out, you just had that one game that you got, for Christmas with it, or that it came with, or and I would basically just get a new game every like, birthday or holiday or something like that. So, oh man, I think I was definitely very lucky to have grown up in I think the absolute golden era of video games and just the way shit was. I think things have become a little too advanced, but there's no stopping that now. I think we raced towards the future a little bit too fast.
playing that game, trying to figure out all the intricacies and the shortcuts of it. Tecmo Bowl, the original Tecmo.
Oh, dude, I remember having so the Sega Genesis was my first system. Yeah, because then I got an N64 after that. But I did have a Game Boy Color also. I don't know when that came out. But anyway, my Sega Genesis, I remember it came with Vector Man, and that game is not freaking easy. I don't care what anybody has to say. That game and what game did I play on that? Oh, dude, Bomberman. Um, I have such a bad memory. I wish I could remember all these things. Because I basically went from Sega Genesis, N64, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and then when PSN went down for like a month, I got really pissed and I ended up buying an Xbox 360 or traded in for my PS3 for a 360, and then I just stayed Xbox ever since. Um, yeah. Once that happened, that was just like too much. It was ridiculous. Because at that time I played a lot of Call of Duty, and it's funny. I was actually looking at some old pictures, and I have a bunch of. I wish I still had the posters. I'm such an idiot. I actually might still have them. They're Modern Warfare. They're Call of Duty posters that I got from GameStop. I have pictures of me holding them, like the Modern Warfare 2 one, Modern Warfare 3. Oh man, I remember waiting in line for Vice City. Oh, dude, they need to just bring that back. They'll just bring back such a sense of community. It's like physical media again, you know? Like not be able to download it. That would actually be really cool marketing for a game, I feel like. where you would have to actually go out and get it. And since, most systems are have no disk drive now, just put it on like a dope ass flash drive, you know, themed to whatever the game is, and you can only buy the game. Like, that's actually be wicked sick. You could only buy the game like early if you went in physically and got it. Dude, I feel like that would make killer marketing. I feel like that would work. Obviously, it would depend on the game too, but I feel like that's a really cool, good idea. Hopefully, there's like a game developer out there that just like had that pop into their head. Because I already forgot what I was talking about.
Mobile, Bo Jackson running all over everyone. So many fond memories from that original Nintendo system. Even some weird games that I ended up, loving more so as an adult. But that was the first time that video games were in my house all of the time. I didn't have to go to a friend's house. I didn't have to go to my uncle's house. I didn't have to go to somebody else's house. Like my cousin on my biological father's side, who had all the freaking video games. But that's a topic that we'll delve into in a little bit. But that was probably the best Christmas ever. That was my best Christmas because it introduced all of this to my life, which obviously was a life-changing thing when we look retrospectively and where I'm at now.
Yeah,
but not all Christmases are filled with holiday joy and holiday spirit. Sometimes there's a bit of a mix mash. It could be great stuff, but there could be emotionally damaging stuff that you still hold on to.
Very true.
And resent many, many years later. Over 30 years later, you still hold on to part of that in your heart because you know what was taken away from you. Let's fast forward. Christmas, 1993. Now, I love my NES, but let's be real. In 1993, it's time for an upgrade. And there were options out there. But of course, I gravitated towards the Sega Genesis because I would go over to my uncle's house and play it there. And, he had King Salmon. You gotta have King Salmon.
Where'd my coffee go?
Fishing game. I love that game. But it was time to ask Santa for my own brand new video game system. And I felt confident in the year. I was a good boy. And I asked Santa for a Sega Genesis. And my biological father, I was over at his apartment on Christmas morning. I think I would do Christmas morning over there. And then he would bring me over to my grandparents in the afternoon so I could see my mom and my stepdad and all that stuff. But he came through with the Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis Model 2 with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as the pack-in title. And your boy was over the moon.
Maybe that's the one I had. No.
Ever.
I had
have a
Vector Man.
Sega Genesis Model 2 with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And you could say, oh, Sonic 3 is the best one. No, Sonic 1 is the best one. No, you're all incorrect. You're all incorrect.
I don't know which one it is. The Sonic where he has the little birdie things that you have to collect and they have to like fly around you. I had that one, and that shit drove me fucking crazy too, because every time you drop those little birdies, man. Games are different nowadays.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the perfect blend of speed, the perfect blend of platforming, graphics, music, two-player mode. Like,
okay, yeah, I
no
did
debate.
have that too.
Let's stop the debate. Stop the cap. Because it's Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I wonder what year I got that.
So I'm over the moon. I got a Genesis. I got one game for it. And this is greatness. Well, then, my late Uncle Mike was over there. And you didn't see Uncle Mike all that much. He had moved out to Vegas because he was a musician. And so a very tall guy, black leather jacket, black jeans, mullet, sunglasses all the time. But he was at my dad's apartment. And I remember right after I opened the Genesis, I was just over the moon. And then he
Yeah.
kind of walks up and he hands me something. He's like, yeah, seems like the kids like this game. I'm like, okay. So I take the game from him, take the wrapping off of it. Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
And now
sick,
I'm the
dude.
coolest fucking kid in the world.
Yeah, dude.
All right. There's no question about it. Not only do I have a Sega Genesis Model 2, but I have a copy of Mortal Kombat ABACABB for the Blood Code. And now Christmas can't get any better.
Wait,
So I didn't set up.
what is he talking about? Sega Genesis what? Version 2? Because I do remember now that there was another version of it. Like I had the smaller one, I believe. I have to look this up now. You know what? I always look stuff up without it being okay. Without it being on screen. So I'm actually gonna open the browser window and I'm gonna just go incognito so I don't fucking let's see. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, let's see. Web. Okay. All right, so I didn't have that one. Mine didn't say 16-bit on it. Here, let's see. Okay, I had this one. Oh, Model 2. Okay, so that's the one he's talking about is the Model 2. That's the one I had. And you know what's funny? I was just trying to think of like what happened to it. I actually don't know what happened to the actual console itself, but the controller, I was like into like the whole emo scene. I made it into a belt buckle. I completely forgot about that. Oh my god, that is probably the cringiest thing I could possibly think. But yeah, I made it into a belt buckle and wore it to school. So when did that come out? Um, okay, so Sega Genesis Model 2. One second. North America. What's the difference though? It's just like an updated console? To add on. Oh, I see. They're just different 16-bit and 32-bit, I guess. Dude, that shit had a modem that you could get? Dude, that is wild. I'm trying to remember. Dude, you could get it with a Sega CD attachment? Okay, that's the one I had. There we go. Oh man, that is wild. Oh, so cool. So yeah, that was my first system, and then I had an N64 after that. But freaking trying to think of all the games that I had like on it because I did have a bunch. But Bomberman, um, Oh, here we go. Oh, Christ. Oh, well.
Set up
Oh,
the
shit.
Genesis.
Oh, sorry, man. The chat was blocking it. I didn't even see that. Hey, man. Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve. We're almost there. We're not there yet, though. How's your Christmas Eve going so far? Um, oh, there we go. Leave this thing, bro. I got a church thing singing thing. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Dude, thank you for stopping in though. I was actually like hoping I'd be able to say like Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, dude. Peace out, buddy. I hope you have an awesome day. Merry Christmas.
Over at my dad's house because my cousin who lived upstairs, he already had a Genesis. He had a Genesis, Super Nintendo, NES. He had everything. So I didn't bother setting mine up because like, oh, I'll do it when I get home or over at grandma's house. So my dad brings me over to my grandma's house and to see my mom and all that. And I show my mom my haul and she's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's Mortal Kombat." She's like, "No, you can't have that." I'm like,
No.
what in God? Have you lost your damn mind, woman? What are you talking? I cannot have it. I have it. It's in my hand. I am an 8-year-old boy who can make any decision in the world that he wants.
Dude, luckily, my mom let me pretty much get any video game that I wanted. So even at GameStop when they used to like try to talk your freaking parents out of it, I hated that shit. But yeah, nah. My mom realized that it was a video game and that I realized it was a video game and that it wasn't going to cause this like panic of like violence in the country. Man, the 90s were
To,
wild.
and
Or the
I am
early
deciding
2000s.
that Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis is appropriate for me. And I will be killing people. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Lots of people.
Well, unfortunately, there was something she could do about it. And she made me
No.
return it to KB Toys. Now, she did say that I could get something else with it after, you returned it for store credit.
Dude,
and then
oh
she was like,
my
well, you can get
God.
something.
She probably yelled at his uncle so bad. Oh, come on. That's like, oh man, that sounds like my family growing up. That's hilarious.
Else alongside of it because I see this as a big deal. You're just too young for it right now.
Oh,
And obviously,
brother.
in retrospect, that was kind of a very controversial thing. It was on news and stuff like that. So I was like, man, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And the best Christmas ever became the worst Christmas ever. Because in my infinite wisdom, I saw a game. I don't even know the actual name of it.
Oh no.
Like it's a combination of these words, but they're put in different places, but I can never remember it. MiG-29 fighter pilot for the Sega Genesis.
Dude,
I do not know why I picked this game.
that's
I
hilarious.
do not like planes or flying planes or simulation plane games.
It just
But
sucks.
I picked that. And I guess I do know why I picked it because my mom let me buy a flight joystick with it, which, by the way, I have looked. The flight stick I had for the Genesis was not this one, the ones that are online. There was a blue like trackball in the middle that would rotate with it. And every Sega Genesis flight stick that I look at online does not have this. But back to the game, I hardly ever got off the fucking ground with it. It was terrible. It was a terrible, terrible video game. And it potentially ruined Christmas of '93.
Dude, that's hilarious. I can definitely see kids nowadays don't realize how that would ruin your Christmas too. Because that was the only game you'd have to play for the next, couple months before you'd be able to get a new one. Like, I don't think people, like, kids realize how lucky they have it with, like, game libraries and, like, just the Game Pass itself. The fact that you could literally just play hundreds of different games, it's so crazy.
But who got the last laugh, Mom?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
What do you do?
What's this?
Oh,
Oh, your little boy. Your little boy is going to play some Mortal Kombat. He's going to burn people alive. And he's going to freeze them, rip their hearts out, turn it to a friggin' kick him in the head. Liu Kang. Huh? Who won, Mom? Who won? And what's funny is I tell her about that. It's a reminder of that from time to time. That's the kind of kid I am. That's the kind of person I am.
hey man, that
And the
probably
last
pushed him to do
Christmas
his
story,
channel anyway.
we have to advance 2 years,
That's so funny.
1995. Now, I'm still in love with my Sega Genesis.
I swear, if he says
I love it,
N64,
but
I'm gonna lose my
like I
mind.
said in my video talking about, retro versus modern games and
Yeah.
how retro games and the video game landscape during that time moved so much faster than what we see nowadays. You
Yeah.
would learn about a new system, a year and a half, 2 years after the current system launched. So
Yep.
technology was just moving at a very rapid rate.
That's what I was just saying.
It's time for a little bit of an upgrade.
Definitely
But
changed.
if you haven't picked up on this, I was kind of a weird kid. Now, let's fast forward to 1995, and my uncle bought my cousin, different cousin than the one that lived above my biological father, but the uncle who gave me the NES.
Yeah.
All right, he bought my cousin Virtual Boy,
Oh.
and I was like, "What the hell? What in God's name is this greatness? A headset that you put your head into, and it's 3 freaking D? No, I need this. I need this." I would always bogart it from her. We'd be in the back of the car,
Bogart.
she'd be playing it, give me that thing. And I'd use it myself. We'd be at the house, give me that thing, use it myself. And so I decided it's time to go red and black for Christmas of 1995.
shit.
I shot my shot with Santa Claus, and my biological father came through.
No shit. You got
Virtual
a
Boy
Virtual Boy?
Was there underneath the tree. He had moved out of his apartment. He now had a house, and I remember. I thought it was the freaking coolest thing ever, dude. I played that thing so much. Like, my eyes be damned. I didn't care. Mario Tennis, like, obviously it's very primitive, but that was the pack-in game for it, and I just played it so much because I thought the depth mechanic was so neat, and it was so different than what other systems could do at the time. I could have picked a Sega Saturn in 95. I could have picked a PlayStation 1 in 95, but little weirdo RGT wanted that Virtual Boy. And I'm kind of glad I did pick that, because obviously
That
I got
is
into the
different,
Sega Saturn
I
and the
have to say.
PlayStation, later on in life. But the Virtual Boy was such a product of its times. This mid 90s technological,
Yeah, that was a fad.
just try to be different, try to do something what the other company wasn't doing. And I feel like that's kind of some of the magic that was lost,
Yeah.
over the past decade. When you look at video game companies, like, a lot of the magic, a lot of the risk taking is gone. And the Virtual Boy was one of the ultimate risks.
For sure.
Like, really, it should have never been cleared. But the fact that it was cleared just showed you, like, how willing to take a chance companies were. And I will stand by this until I die.
See, that's what I feel like needs to happen now is like we really need more people to like just let creative people go crazy. You know what I mean? Like just let them free and like can you imagine the stuff like the like would come out of that? What is going on with uh-oh. The computer's locking up on me. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh shit. What is going on? I don't even know if I'm still online. I think the computer's overheating. What okay, let's try and boost it. Where's the mouse? We lost the mouse, everybody. What the? Dude, the mouse just stopped working. Oh, whoa. What? Manual boost. Come on. Free up that RAM. Oh, shit. Wait, how's it freeing up less RAM? Okay, there it goes. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to open that again. Yep. Where does that keep going? Okay. Uno momento, everybody. Loading your app. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody.
The Virtual Boy had a handful of games, I believe 13 released in North America. But over half of those games are fun games. Over half of those, Wario Land is good, Tellero Boxer is good, the Mario Brothers game on there is good, Mario Tennis is good, Vertical Force is good. A lot of people like Red Alarm on there. I'm not the biggest Red Alarm fan, but like over half of the library was good stuff. And can you say that about any other system? Did any other system ever have half of a library? So I would say that was an okay Christmas. You know, I got my money's worth out of it. I always liked the weirder systems, come to think of it. I remember when the Jaguar was down to like $40 at KB Toys. Like, I wanted one so bad because there was that mystery. You know, everything today
Yeah, like it could be good.
is just thrust into your face. You know, everything today, it's so easy to find out anything about it. But there was that era of mystery during that time frame. So those are my Christmas memories of video games. And really, to be
Good
perfectly
video.
honest with you, I don't remember shit about like any other stuff like around those Christmases. Like I can't tell you anything that I got around those Christmases, but those three memories just stick out like so much. And who's laughing now, Mom? Who's laughing now? I hope you guys enjoyed this somewhat unhinged Christmas special.
That was pretty funny, I have to say. No, I totally relate with him though, for sure. We're definitely like close in age, because yeah, that's funny to think about. One major thing I do remember for presents was oh fuck dude, this Transformers toy. No, no. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. It wasn't a Transformers toy, it was a Power Rangers toy. Get it together, dude. Oh, didn't watch Transformers. I watched Power Rangers like religiously. Um, and it was this giant Megazord, and it was, I believe it was from the movie where they go into the jungle and they get their like jungle Zords car things and their new costumes, and they like, combine together to make the big one. And the toy, like each individual one was like a car that could contain itself into one big thing that like talked, I believe. And I loved that thing, and I remember this so clearly. It's so weird how like certain parts of your life, like traumatic moments, just burn their way in. I was over one of my friends' houses, and I was like little, and I have a horrible memory, so it's weird that I remember this, but my mom was there. We were like in a rush, and it was pouring rain outside. So we were trying to run from the door to the car, and I'm like holding everything, and I'm holding that toy because I love it. And I trip and I drop it, and it like breaks into like a few pieces, and I'm like devastated, and it's just raining and thundering, and I'm like crying. Oh man, that makes me think like I should try to find that. Let's see if it exists. Let's see. Power Rangers toy from 90s Megazord. Um, I get no. It's like cars. The rescue vehicles. Yes. Wait, what? Oh, it's definitely, dude. Only one part of this freaking thing is like $60 online. Okay, definitely remember that one. 1997. Okay. Rescue Rangers? What? Oh, I fucking found it. It's only $10. It's only $10 on eBay. Hold on. I have to show everybody this. What's happening? Wait a minute. Wait. Yo, check this out. Oh, that's it. That's it. My childhood. You know what's hilarious? Wait, no, that can't be right. 5.5 inch? No, this isn't it. It's the same one? No, mine was like this freaking big. There's no way. Oh, what's this one? Herbo. Is this it? I think this is it. How big is this one? Why are these ones so much more? Turbo. It's turbo. Um, Power Rangers Turbo. Ugh. Wait, why? What does C mean? Is that Canadian? Wow, I should have freaking held on to it, huh? I don't remember its arms being shiny. Dude, I have this. Dude, what the heck? I have this in the other room. I didn't know it was a Power Rangers toy. Holy shit. I gotta find that thing. What does C mean? Dot C Canada? What is this? Oh, Japan. Japan 4. Dude, there's so many different ones. What's the name of the movie? Let me see real quick. I want to watch. I'm gonna watch that tonight because now that I'm thinking of it. Okay, so it was a season. Okay, so it wasn't a movie. That's what I keep getting mixed up. But it must have been the movie that was. The movie came out then. It was in 1997. So, oh yeah, 1997, man. Turbo, Power Rangers movie. Okay. That's what I remember. Bro, I am watching that tonight. Rotten Tomatoes 16%. Come on. Oh my God. It has such bad ratings. Although I feel like The Secret of the Ooze is probably better, huh? I've been trying to remember the name of this goddamn movie forever. Um, what's the other Power Ranger movie? Oh, hold on. I'll show you guys. All right. Yeah, that's the movie I was talking about. It's freaking hilarious. Wait, is it just free? Oh shit. It is free. Dude. Oh my God, yeah, them in like the forest and then they have to like
Holds the only key to free Malagor, the great flame of destruction, and my husband to be. Once we are wed, I will use his powers to raid all the riches of the universe. Ooh, thinking about it just gives me goosebumps.
oh my God. It's so funny. Oh man, I am watching that later. All right. Let's see. Power Rangers movies from 90s. So 95 was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think that was like the big one, if I remember correctly. It was this one. Yeah, yeah, Ivan Ooze. Oh my God. Dude, Ivan Ooze. This oh dude, those movies are so funny. Same with like Ninja Turtles, the live action ones in the 90s. Okay, so it went this one, then it went Turbo. Oh, okay, here we go. Dino Thunder. Man, they've gone all over the place with this. Zio? I can't remember. Yeah, I must have been watching around then too. I had all Power Rangers stuff. Oh my god. I was in love with the Pink Ranger. Oh, that's so funny. Are they still doing Power Ranger stuff? How do you let's see, did Brian Spicer direct all the other ones? Oh no. Wait, not that. Alright. Sorry, got a little sidetracked there. Got some nostalgia going on there.
I guess we'll call it. I'm going to make Brett do some fun holiday editing with this. Have yourself a merry
Oh,
little
I didn't even think
Christmas.
to do
Happy
that.
Kwanzaa. Happy
I mean,
Hanukkah. I'll see you before
I
Three
got
Kings
that.
Day. I don't know what the video uploads are going to be like this
Wait,
week.
what'd you say?
I'm going to my grandma's for a couple days, staying over there, hanging out. So who knows? You know, there might be something, there might be nothing. If there's not, have a Merry Christmas. And
Matt, I feel like he's like exactly how I want to be. And he's definitely like a person I looked up to on YouTube. So I'm gonna throw this in the description when this video's done, which we're almost at an hour and a half right now. Again, I call it. Go get some lunch, and I think I'm coming back for POE. Okay, no promises though, but it'll be a POA. Not like I said the last time. No face cam until I can get my the capture card. Should be here in a couple of days. Actually, you know what? Let me check that real quick so I know. Because I doubt it's coming today or tomorrow. Arriving Friday. What day is it? That's pretty long for Amazon. Because I ordered it like 2 days ago. Weird. Alright, well, that'll do it for now. I shall be back. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope everybody's having a good time with their family, chilling out. Don't drive drunk. If you can't drive, call another car or ask somebody for help. They will help you. Don't do something stupid. But besides that, love y'all. And I will see you probably in about a couple minutes. Great. Oh, wait. Outro. Peace.